Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the At Your Beck and Call segment tonight. President Obama and some Democratic lawmakers are holding a series of town meetings across the country on health care, as you may know. So far, things are not going real well.
And you want us to believe that a government that can't even run a cash for clunkers program is going to run 1/7 of our U.S. economy. No, sir. No. Free the bill! Free the bill! Free the bill! You're the voice of the people. Yeah. You're supposed to do it. We don't want to do it.
We divide up the bill. We have to make judgments very fast. We give about...
This now analyze the scourge of sophistry. Beck, the author of the big bestseller, Common Sense. Now, you're gloating about all this, aren't you?
No, I think this is...
Weren't you gloating on your program that these Americans who came out to the town meetings were giving these guys what for?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm happy about them giving a what for. But I really, truly believe that we are in the most dangerous time that I have personally witnessed in my country's history. Now, I don't remember the 1960s, civil rights because I was, 4. But I think we are in a very dangerous period of our country.
Does that mean you bought another bunker?
No, one.
One big one is enough?
One big one is enough.
Because I take my cues from you.
Yeah. You should have one.
I'm digging it now.
Oh, they're going to be...
All right, so you believe that we're in the most dangerous time in your lifetime in America.
Because, and we may be in the most precarious situation in our republic's history. I mean, I think we are headed for real trouble because if you see these people, they're being labeled extremists, right-wing zealots,
sure, that's what they always do,
AstroTurf.
right.
It's not. Do you hear what they're saying? They're saying, read the bill. They're not saying, hey, absolutely no on everything you want. They're saying, read the bill. Slow down. Our inspector says we have to make these decisions quickly. For what purpose?
No, they don't have to.
No, of course not.
Absolutely not. Well, look. And the polls show that Americans have turned against the national health care situation.
Except today, I believe it was the White House that just issued a statement. It said that most Americans, no, I'm sorry, it was Dick Durbin. Most Americans are for it.
Well, Dick Durbin
what are you talking
Dick
about?
Durbin.
Yeah.
The polls are the polls. Okay, and the polls show that most Americans have turned against it. That's just why it's not going to pass in its present form.
But you're sure disagree with you.
You think it is going to pass?
I think it's going to pass.
I do not.
I think these people,
in its present
I hope
form.
you're right.
In its present form.
In any form, these people, Bill, I know this is hard for people to understand because you want to believe the best in our government.
Right.
I always have. And I have great hope for America because I believe in the American people. But our government, both parties, have disconnected themselves from the American people. And I don't believe, I really truly
there's not a Republican on earth going to vote for anything near what Obama wants.
Doesn't matter at this point. The Republicans so dishonored themselves and everything they stood for.
Then they have the blue dogs, and they'll hold it up because the anger of the people is growing. So I disagree, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I hope you're right.
Now, Bill Clinton goes to North Korea.
Yeah.
And we discussed with Laura Ingraham earlier. Has to have dinner with that toad over there, that miserable dictator. But he does get the two ladies released, and you say what?
I say congratulations for getting them released. It's good to go
even though
that.
it was obvious that this Kim Jong-il, accent on the ill, used this as a propaganda mechanism.
Yeah, I'm really torn on this because everybody knows what the deal is with Kim Jong-il.
Right.
I mean, if it takes a president going over there and saying, here's my photo with you, and you'll notice that I watched him closely. Never did he do anything. He wasn't smiling. He didn't look like he was enjoying himself.
And it's hard to believe that you wouldn't enjoy yourself.
With Kim Jong-il.
Sure.
So I think it's good. It's curious to me.
Do you have any respect for Bill Clinton?
Yeah, I think
you do?
I do. I think that Bill Clinton was a triangulator. I think he was the ultimate politician. I don't agree with much of his policies, but
he wasn't like President Obama in your eyes.
No.
What's the difference?
I think President Obama is. I can't put my finger on it with President Obama yet. I don't believe don't believe he's telling us the truth.
You think he has a hidden socialistic agenda?
Oh, no, it's not hidden anymore.
So you think he's a hardcore socialist?
I think he says, you know, I celebrated his birthday on my show today, which, by the way, I brought you cake.
Right.
And it's great. And, well, we've eaten some of it.
And it's red. Is that
it has a yellow star in it. Well, no, it's only because it was paid for by China, like everything else in this country. But the thing with Barack Obama that puzzles me is I believe he is telling us the truth when he says, I'm going to transform America. I think when you look at who he's put in as his czars, communist, actual communists, people who say I want sterilants in the drinking water, people that say that we should be able to kill a child up until 2 because they haven't been socialized yet, just like Peter Singer.
That's the Princeton guy, right?
Yeah, Peter Singer.
Right.
When you have these people who they are not in the mainstream by any stretch of the imagination. They are on the lunatic fringe. And he's putting them in these czar roles. America has to ask themselves this question. Is it, and this is possible, that President Obama has a bunch of crazy people from his past that he's just putting in these roles because he's all out of ambassadorships to Zimbabwe, and he's like, just make this guy go away, make him a czar. Or he's putting ideologues that are so far out of the mainstream, spooky people, that have power.
Yeah, but I don't know any of them. I don't know any of them. I've been watching them. None of them have power at this juncture. But let me go back to Clinton.
So then you would say, and this is fair, then you would say that these are just crazy friends of his, you know, drinking buddies. He just wants to get him out of his office.
I don't know what they are, to tell you the truth. But I know they have no direct influence over anything at this point. Now, Clinton.
I'm going to bring you.
All right, you prove your case, and that's why you're on every week. But at this point, we don't see that. We don't have that. Okay. Now, Clinton, moderate Democrat? Liberal
yeah, I
Democrat?
think he is because he's a survivalist.
Okay.
So the country is centered.
In your opinion, he didn't pose a threat to America.
No, I think he made some mistakes that were
everybody
critical,
does.
But everybody makes mistakes.
But he didn't pose a threat. But Obama does pose a threat, in your opinion. You just said that this is the worst time in a republic, so he must pose a threat.
But you know what? I can't pin all of that on Barack Obama. I do pin some of that on George W. Bush and the Republicans. When I had my first time ever, when somebody tells me they're going to protect our country and they care about security, and then they don't do anything about our southern border,
it was a
I
wake-up
say,
call.
wait, what is that? Right. You're in bed with corporate cronies. You're doing something.
That was bad, no doubt.
So that caused problems. That was the beginning of it. Bush did the bailouts. He started out with the TARP
but he
funds.
had to.
He starts with the TARP. Now Obama is just taking us light speed. So I don't see this as just Obama. I see this as a political culture that is toxic to the republic.
All right. Well, the folks certainly are getting involved. They watch this program, your program, in record numbers. Glenn Beck, everybody.
Thanks,
all right.